What's up, everyone? I'm Marilee Blair, and I'm a serious travel addict as I've been to 54 countries so far. And today, I'm going to talk to you about the beautiful city Cusco, Peru, and one of the most famous new 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu. And remember, if you need help planning your trip or you want to buy any of my travel services on Patreon, I will include the link in the description of this video. Peru is a country located in Western South America, known for its rich history, diverse landscapes, and vibrant culture, and was the heart of the Inca Empire, which flourished in the 15th and 16th centuries. Cusco was known as the navel of the world to the Incas, signifying its central importance to their empire. Cusco serves as a major gateway to Machu Picchu, which is the most famous site in Peru and a breathtaking ancient city perched high in the Andes Mountains. Cusco is the starting point for treks like the famous Inca Trail to get to Machu Picchu. I went to Cusco, Peru back in January 2018 for 5 days and 4 nights. So here are some of my travel tips for where to stay, helpful tips, things to do, and food recommendations. Airbnb. We stayed at an Airbnb since there was 4 of us, so it had 2 rooms and 2 bathrooms that came with a big kitchen and dining room to cook and make our own meals, and had a balcony view of Peru. It was so nice that our Airbnb host actually gave us a lot of recommendations for Peru, and they gave us the famous coca tea so we could get used to the high elevation when we arrived. I unfortunately can't find the Airbnb listing in my past emails, but I have the address, so I can put it in the description of this video in case you want to look for it. But you can't go wrong with any Airbnb or hotel you stay at in Peru. And here is a flight hack tip. If you are leaving from Southern California to go to Peru, so if you're traveling to South, Central, or Latin America from San Diego or LA, I highly recommend leaving from the Tijuana airport instead. It's so much cheaper than leaving from San Diego or LA. We saved over $1,500 per person on our South America trip because we left from Tijuana instead of San Diego airport when comparing prices. And we booked our flights through kiwi.com. And our South America trip consisted of going to 3 other countries, Mexico City and Chile, because they were part of our longer layovers, so it was cool to get to explore them. And Brazil we added since we were already traveling all that way to see Peru, might as well add Brazil. So for 4 adults, we spent a total of $3,147.92 for those round-trip flights with 4 countries, which is $768.98 per person. Such a good deal for 4 countries. And we utilized the CBX bridge, aka the Cross Border Express, which is a convenient pedestrian bridge connecting the Tijuana airport to the terminal in San Diego, allowing travelers to bypass long border wait times, and you can enjoy hassle-free travel between Mexico and the US with our secure and reliable service. At the time for this round-trip bridge pass, it only cost $29 to be able to cross easily to Tijuana Airport from San Diego and back. So I would recommend purchasing your CBX tickets in advance at least 1 week prior to your trip, so you don't have to worry about waiting until the last minute. Or you can download the app on your phone and use the QR code to easily get in. When you get to CBX Bridge, you just need to fill out an FFM form before, so make sure as soon as you get to CBX, fill that form out and then head to Tijuana Airport. And after you fill out the form, just follow the signs to get to immigration and the airport. Important altitude travel tip for Peru. Remember, Cusco is located at a very high altitude, so it's extremely important to get used to that high elevation to avoid altitude sickness. Take it easy during your first day and stay hydrated. I would definitely recommend drinking coca tea. Nearly every hotel and most Airbnbs in Cusco and the Sacred Valley offer coca tea, since it's safe to drink and a cup or 2 each day can ease your altitude symptoms. Drink at least the 1 to 2 cups for the first few days so you avoid getting sick at the high elevation. We made sure as soon as we arrived that we took it easy and we drank our coca tea. Tours. The tour we booked for Machu Picchu was on Viator called Machu Picchu Day Trip from Cusco, Vista Dome train option with an English guide, which was an amazing way to experience Machu Picchu without having to do the 4 to 5 day trek. We just wanted to experience Machu Picchu, so this was the best option for us. We love the Vista Dome too. It was a great way to see the panoramic, gorgeous views of Cusco making our way to Machu Picchu. Cost was $1,535.96 divided by 4 people, which is $383.99 per person, which is pricey, but this is a luxurious, once-in-a-lifetime Machu Picchu experience that was absolutely worth that tour price. Again, I didn't have to do the 4 to 5 day trek, so I will gladly pay this money to get to Machu Picchu in a nice, fun way. I unfortunately don't see this tour online anymore, but don't worry, just Google it and see if it shows up for you. If not, you can book it when you are in Cusco. There are so many vendors where you can book tours once you are there, either at the airport or in Plaza de Armas. You will see so many tour companies with competing prices that have daily tours for Machu Picchu or any other tours and activities you want to experience while you're in Cusco. We booked our Lake Humantay tour and Rainbow Mountain tour actually at the airport, so we didn't have to worry about it and could just relax at our Airbnb when we arrived, and again, get used to the high elevation and recover from our jet lag. So if you want to book some tours ahead of time, I will include my Get Your Guide affiliate link in the description of this video. Now, here are my top 10 things list to do in Cusco, Peru. Number 1, Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is an ancient Incan citadel located in the Andes Mountains of Peru, South America. It is one of the most iconic and well-preserved archaeological sites in the world. Machu Picchu was built by the Inca Emperor Pachuti around the mid-15th century, and it is situated at an elevation approximately 2,430 meters above sea level. While the exact purpose of the Machu Picchu is still debated among historians, it is generally believed to have served as a royal estate or a ceremonial retreat for Inca rulers. The site is characterized by its remarkable architecture with finely cut stone walls that fit together without the use of mortar. Machu Picchu is divided into 2 main areas: the agricultural sector, which consists of terraced fields that were used for farming, and the urban sector, which includes temples, plazas, residential buildings, and religious structures. One of the most famous features of Machu Picchu is the Intihuatana stone, often referred to as a hitching post of the sun. This stone was used by the Inca for astronomical and ceremonial purposes, possibly as a sundial or calendar marker. It was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 and is also one of the new 7 Wonders of the World. This is definitely one of my favorite of the new 7 Wonders of the World because when Mike and I went, we just saw this mystical place filled with fog hitting it in the morning, and it just truly felt like we were in heaven. Machu Picchu is literally what I feel heaven looks like. Number 2, Rainbow Mountain. If you're up for a challenging hike, consider the gorgeous Rainbow Mountain trek. The colorful mineral deposits create a visually stunning landscape. This is one of the most beautiful, colorful mountains I have ever seen in my life and was so worth it to see in person. Plus, you get to see a lot of alpacas when you're there and llamas, so we definitely took some pictures with them. We took the donkey route option where you could ride a donkey for an hour and a half to the Rainbow Mountain and then take it an hour and a half back. So that way we could enjoy the experience and we were lazy to walk. Since it's a high elevation, we didn't want to risk getting sick from the intense and long walk to get there. If you're interested in doing the donkey ride, you'll let your guide know when they ask you, and make sure to bring cash for this and tip your guide. Number 3, Lake Humantay. Humantay Lake is one of the many hidden gems of Peru's highland region. The emerald waters and the hugely imposing glacier come together in flawless harmony for the truly incredible sight that you see. It is truly gorgeous. This magnificent mountain lagoon is located 120 kilometers from Cusco, which makes it the perfect day trip to the mountains. This is truly one of the most beautiful lakes in the entire world with its colorful, clear, green, and turquoise colors. Mike and I took so many amazing photos here because we just loved it so much and had never seen anything like it. We did take the donkey route option for this tour as well, so where you ride a donkey again for an hour and a half to the mountain and then an hour and a half back, so we could enjoy the experience and because we were lazy to walk. And again, because of the high elevation, no one wanted to risk getting sick from that intense hike there. So if you were again interested in doing the donkey ride, make sure you let the guide know when they ask you and bring cash for this to tip. Number 4, the Mara salt mines. The salt mines themselves are constituted by a set of approximately 4,500 salt wells placed in the form of step terraces in the middle slope of the hill, which has slopes of 20 degrees of inclination to the bottom of the gorge of the left bank of the Salinares stream, with dimensions that vary around 5 linear meters, occupying a total area of approximately 1.5 to 2 hectares. If we had more time, we would have definitely done this. We just honestly ran out of time. So that means we have to go back to Peru. Number 5, Moray Circular Ruins Tour. The Moray terraces are such a beautiful wonder. Each of these terraces has been reinforced with stones as well as soil to allow for better water drainage. If we had more time, we also would have gone to this. Number 6, a day trip to Sacred Valley. The Sacred Valley is dotted with Inca ruins, picturesque villages, and beautiful landscapes. Highlights include Pedro Market, Ollantaytambo, and Moray Archaeological Site. Number 7, Plaza de Armas. It's in the heart of Cusco, and it's the main center for both the Spanish conquistadors and Inca Empire in the past. So this plaza is now the main hub for tourists where you can find shopping, restaurants, and nightlife. Grab lunch at one of the many restaurants with balconies overlooking the plaza. The plaza is such a perfect place to people watch and take in surrounding history while enjoying your Cusco activities or cuisine. Number 8, the Cusco Cathedral. The Cusco Cathedral is situated in Plaza de Armas, and it is a stunning example of Spanish colonial architecture. Inside, you'll find a collection of religious art and artifacts. Number 9, San Pedro Market. Immerse yourself in local life by visiting the bustling San Pedro Market. You can find a variety of fresh produce, handicraft, textiles, and traditional Peruvian dishes. Number 10, Sacsayhuamán. This archaeological site located just outside Cusco features so many impressive Inca stones. The amazing stone walls and panoramic views make this a must-visit spot. Food. We mainly ate in Plaza de Armas, but number 1 of a lot of the food you have to try is guinea pig. It is a delicacy meal in Peru. It's known as koi in Peru, but it's been a traditional and cultural food source in the Andean region for centuries, including other countries like Ecuador and Bolivia. There are several reasons why guinea pigs are considered a delicacy in Peru. They were domesticated by indigenous Andean communities thousands of years ago and became an important source of protein in their diets. They had cultural significance, often being used in rituals and ceremonies. As a result, guinea pigs have remained an important part of the culinary heritage of these regions. It's important to note that while guinea pig is considered a traditional and culturally significant food source in the Andean region, opinions on consuming it can vary. Some individuals and groups advocate for the preservation of guinea pigs as pets rather than as a food source. As with any cultural practice, it's essential to approach this topic with respect and sensitivity to local customs and traditions. Peruvian cuisine is known for its diversity, influenced by a blend of indigenous ingredients, Spanish colonization, African, Asian, and other immigrant cultures. Here are some typical other Peruvian dishes you should consider trying while you're in Peru. Ceviche. Perhaps the most iconic Peruvian dish, ceviche consists of raw fish marinated in citrus juice, often lime, and mixed with onions, chili peppers, and other seasoning. It's usually served with sweet potato, corn, and concha, which is toasted corn kernels. Lomo Saltado, a stir-fry dish that combines strips of beef with onions, tomatoes, and bell peppers. It's often seasoned with soy sauce and vinegar and served with french fries and rice. Anticuchos. These are skewers of marinated and grilled meat, often made from beef heart. They are served with a spicy chili sauce called Aji de Gallina, a creamy chicken dish made with shredded chicken and a sauce made from ground walnuts, cheese, and aji amarillo, a type of chili pepper. It's typically served with rice and boiled potatoes. Causa, a layered dish made from mashed yellow potatoes seasoned with lime and aji, filled with various ingredients like chicken, tuna, avocado, or seafood. Tamales. Similar to tamales in other Latin American cultures, Peruvian tamales are made with masa, which is corn dough, and can be filled with a variety of ingredients like meat, cheese, or olives. Picarones, a popular dessert made from deep-fried sweet potato and squash dough, shaped into rings, then drizzled with a sweet syrup made from molasses and spices. Transportation. We didn't really need too much transportation when we were going to eat meals or go to town because we just walked since it was so close to our Airbnb. But we did use taxis to get to and from the airport, and the tours that we booked provided transportation for us to get to those destinations. Currency. Peru uses sol for currency, so make sure to get some money in their currency for tipping, for the donkey rides, and if you buy anything at the markets. But for things like our Airbnb and restaurants, we use my Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card because it acts as a travel insurance and there are no foreign fees. So I will make sure to include my Chase credit card affiliate link in the description of this video so you can get some bonus points for signing up too. Thank you all for exploring the world, one video at a time with me, your own personal bougie budgeter. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And look for brand new episodes every Wednesday. And for all helpful info I mentioned or to book any of my travel services on Patreon, read them in my description below.